Welcome back to Project Craft. So it's the next day, so we probably have to relist all of the crafts. Basically what we're doing in this challenge is setting up brand new professions on all the professions, and basically setting up a character and going to be sorting them out so they all are ready to go and are making money. We're going to be doing the Dragonflight professions and also the old expansion professions. We're currently just up to doing some of the Dragonflight stuff, so we've made a few of all the basic things from Dragonflight on all the professions, just to get some sales coming in. So what we'll do is we'll post all the items we need to relist back up on the auction house. We'll see if we've had any sales overnight. Now if you are interested in making more gold in World of Warcraft, I have a retail gold making guide. That'll be the first link down below in the description box, and it's basically a guide that will teach you how to make gold in retail, and it is also updated constantly, and you get the updates completely for free. Alright, so we cleared out the things we need to relist. We got most of them up on the auction house. Some of the bags are already selling, so let's check out what is sold over the last 24 hours roughly. So we got some of the PvP gear, the obsidian, some of the profession tools, so they sold alright, they're decent. A whole heap of the bags. Now the bags sold really well. Some more profession tools, some more of the PvP craft gear, another piece. So there's about 14k in the first inventory. Let's clear that out. We'll see how much in total and what is actually sold over the last day. So we're posting just for 12 hours, and then if they don't sell we can just relist them, and if they sell, that's good. Now we're doing that because prices change constantly. Alright, so there's another 4k. It should tell us down the bottom here what the total amount of gold was, but as you can see it's more of the PvP crafted gear and the bags mainly. So there was 18k from the tailorer and leather worker, just from the very basic stuff from Dragonflight. And we're on the blacksmith. Let's check out what we've got going on here. So blacksmith and engineering, let's see if we got any sales. Oh, we got 27k worth. That's pretty nice. What have we sold? A lot of the profession tools, a piece of the crafted PvP gear, more profession tools. What else have we got here? Oh, some of the blasting powder, a whole heap of the PvP gear. Looks like someone's brought a full set for themselves. Brought it all from us. Very nice. Let's collect up this. We'll go through. We're finished relisting everything. We'll go through all the characters and just see what sales we got on them overnight. Alright, next up we got the alchemist and jewelcrafter. Pretty much 5.9k just there. Biggest sale were in these gems, a couple of the crafted pieces, but they didn't sell for much. Alright, let's collect up that. Alright, the enchanter and inscriptioner, we actually had some of the old expansion stuff sell. We've only got 14k worth of stuff on the auction house, but the older stuff is a bit cheaper. There's not too much that we can do just yet with basic Dragonflight professions for these two professions. We sold some inks, we sold one of the Dragonflight recipes there, enchants, so not too much. We went for 600 here. So the tools, profession tools, so not too much here, but that is all of them. So what we're going to do now is let's jump back over to the leather worker and tailorer, and I think we'll open up a where are we going? We'll open up a profession restock, and we'll restock all the basic stuff from Dragonflight professions, and we'll go from there. Alright, so let's restock everything. Let's do a restock on absolutely everything. We don't want materials selected, old world professions, and obviously the Dragonflight ones, and tailoring. Let's just go in here. We want to not select the materials. So where are materials? Bags, professions. Oh, so they wouldn't be here because they don't have a recrafting thing. Alright, so we've got a whole heap of things to restock. We've got 138 crafts queued. That's with multiple crafts for a lot of them. So it's going to cost us about 41k roughly, and we should be able to estimate profit of 292k. So that's looking very good. So we leveled up on the blacksmither some of the older expansions, so we'll be crafting them for like transmog sales, like some of these here, they're transmog pieces. We're going to craft all them up, just one of each of the transmog pieces, and we'll just craft up all these things. So we'll start buying what we need. We go to gathering, select the person that we're on. Who are we on? Buffy craft. Alright, let's go. So we buy up all these, craft it, throw it up in the auction house. Alright, so we brought everything. Let's grab it all. So this is for leatherworking and tailoring. Alright, let's go ahead and let's craft up all these things. So we'll do leatherworking first, and then we'll do the tailoring. Alright, so let's finish off crafting everything up here for leatherworking and tailoring. Alright, let's do all of the tailoring now. Alright, the inventory is pretty much full, so we'll get these all up in the auction house, and we'll finish off the rest of them. What are we looking at? Oh, yeah. Alright, we'll make some bags too. They're making a decent amount of profit. Which ones are cheaper here? So about the same. Similar spools. Alright, so they're making about, this one's making 23 gold, this one's making 29 gold. Alright, perfect. So we'll make about like 20 of each. All the bags are selling good. They're selling as quick as we're posting them. Super good on the server. Shame they're not a little bit more gold so we can make a bit more profit, but they're still going good. Alright, let's post up these, and then it's time to jump on the blacksmith. Alright, so the auction house is looking at 155k in just profession items. Very nice. We're obviously getting some sales coming in right here. One of the PvP crafted PvP pieces actually sold. 800 gold profit on that one. Alright, let's jump over to the blacksmith and engineering. Alright, so the blacksmithing task list is pretty big. That's because we're going to be crafting some of the other expansion gear. So we've got what have we got here? We've got classic setup, that's all the way to 300, and cataclysm, it's at 14. So we've got them two also that we're going to be making crafts for. Right, so let's buy up everything that we need on the auction house, and then we'll craft it up and we'll throw it up with all our other crafts. So we have got some classic transmog crafts that we've crafted in the past. So a couple of these are decent items. They're just simple recipes from the auction house with classic blacksmithing, and they're super easy to learn them. You just head over here, go to recipes, go to blacksmithing, select usable, uncollected only, and you can go through here and you can buy anything that you can use, and you can sort it by price, and you can buy the cheaper ones or whichever ones you need and want. You can go through there and just grab them just like that. But anyways, we need to buy all of this stuff off the auction house, so let's go ahead and let's do just that. So let's scan all these. We'll go ahead and buy everything up, craft it all up, throw it up in the auction house. Alright, so we just finished buying up everything, didn't cost too much. A lot of the older expansion stuff, especially like the transmog, the crafted transmog is extremely cheap, the materials. Alright, let's collect everything up right here, and we'll go ahead and we'll craft up all this stuff. And blacksmithing is all done, so let's do engineering now, and we'll get it up on the auction house. Alright, let's go over to the engineering spot. Are we near it? Yes, we are. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's craft up all of these. Alright, inventory is full. Let's throw these all up on the auction house, and then we'll finish off engineering. Alright, so engineering, blacksmithing is done. Jump over to the jewel crafter. Alright, so we're restocking the jewel crafting and the alchemy. These things here are profitable on all ranks, so I think what we're going to do is probably craft up a whole heap of these. We'll do the sell rate for each of them, so it's 600, 300, and 600. So we're going to make a whole heap of these. We need them anyway, so if we don't sell them, we can use them in the future. Are there any other materials that are profitable? So these are too. They're not. No one's really going to buy the rank 1 and 2s. They want the rank 3s. Right, so we'll craft a whole heap of these and a whole heap of these ones also. And if they don't sell, we have them. If they do sell, that is a bonus to us. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's get 1,000 of the rank 3s. Let's get 500 of the others. Alright, so we're going to need a fair few of these also. So let's get 2,000 of these. Next up, we want some browsing earth. Let's get 1,000 of these also. It's a pretty big investment right here on these, but it should pay off. Alright, so we got all the materials. Let's go ahead and first of all, let's craft the things we were going to do with the TSM groups. So let's craft up these. What else do we need? We need to craft 2 of these, and then we'll go ahead and we'll craft up all of the reagents that we brought all the materials for. And here are all the materials. Alright, perfect. Alright, let's craft up all the stuff from the TSM operations. Then we'll go ahead and we'll work on the reagents. Alright, we're going to need a decent amount of these. So let's get 700. How many do we need? Is it 1 per 1? Yeah, so we want 1,000 of those. Alright, perfect. So now as you can see, we can make 1,000 of the springing clamps at that specific one. Oh, technically we're going to need more of these because we're going to make them at all the ranks. So rank 1, rank 2 and rank 3, they're all profitable. Same with these ones here, but we're mainly with these ones going to focus on the rank 3s, and they don't need any of that, so we should be sorted to craft up all of our stuff we want to craft. We might even want 2,000 of those technically. Alright, sorted. So let's craft up all the reagents. So let's let this run. We'll do it on the 3 stars first. Just remove that. Yeah. Actually, we'll start off with the rank 1s. We'll do all those, and then we'll work our way up. Alright, another thing we should do before we do this is get the potion to speed up our crafting time, just to save some time here. And we probably want multi-craft or resourcefulness, I think. So that's got multi-craft, resourcefulness, that one's just got speed. I think we're going to change this part right here from a crafting speed to multi-craft or resourcefulness. What would be the most beneficial? Probably multi-craft. Is this one multi-craft? Let me double check. Yep. And let's just see if we can change the other tool. Don't think that was the main one we needed to change, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, let's check the last one here. Alright, we're sorted. So let's go ahead, let's grab that new piece, swap them around. Let's reload this. Alright, so we're sorted. Let's go ahead and do some crafting. Oh, we forgot the potion. Let's grab that real quick. Alright, so we want this potion right here. It increased the crafting speed by 30. Right, so let's just grab 50 of those. We're going to need them in the future. And let's also add them to our TSM group to not ever sell them. So let's go ahead and we'll actually do that right now. So we go to TSM groups, scroll down to keep safe, and let's throw them bad boys in there. Alright, perfect. So let's craft these and let them go. So our main goal is to have the rank 1 sell about 600 per day, the rank 2 sell about 200 per day, the rank 3 sell about 600. So if we have about 600 of the rank 1s, at least 200 of the rank 2s, and at least 600 of the rank 3s to sell, that is what we want. Let's just check out the glassy stones. So These ones sell 4,500. There's only 772. And the middle one barely sells at all. So we still can spread it out a bit with this one also. They're all still profitable. The main one we want to be crafting is obviously the rank 3. And we're making about 5 gold each one there. And we can make up to 4,000 of those. So we'll definitely be doing that. And then the goal with these is to obviously we can use them and also just sell them slowly in the near future. So over time we can have them selling, which will be a nice little bit of gold to come in. Also, if they don't sell, we'll obviously just use them ourselves. So it's pretty much win-win. Can't really go wrong with crafting these. And we'll see how much profit we ended up at the end of crafting all of these up. So this is CraftSim, what is showing me all this information. There's a whole heap of different things that you can actually track and look at with this. So a cool thing here is the results. You can actually see the live results, so what you're crafting, the profit per item, the real profit. And so once we're done all these, it should give us a total profit that we've made from crafting. So we'll have to check that out. Alright, let's get everything posted. Alright, everything is listed. So now it is time to set up our specializations and see where we're going to go with each of them. So let's go back, professions. Alright, so we've got to figure out where we want to start off with the limited knowledge points we have, starting a fresh profession characters. Alright, so we'll have to figure out which one we actually want to go. Alright, so for alchemy, I think we're going to go with file mastery. So we're going to max this one out first. We've only got 11 points to spend, so we'll put them all in here till we max this out. Alright, so the specialization we want to go is the gem specialization. So we want to unlock this, and basically we got to fill out all of these, and that will, each one of these are different sort of gems. But first of all, we need to get 30 points into this one right here. So we need to max that out to 30. So we can put in 20 now. So this will be the first goal, get this to 30. And then once we've got that to 30, we max this out, and then we pick one of these, max them out, move on, and move on. And that will be the build that we're going for this, just so we can craft gems the best and sell the gems. Alright, so next up is our leather worker. And now we're not doing any of the armor pieces, so this is super simple. We're just going to select the first one here and basically max this one out over time. So we're going to do all of these maxed out. Very, very simple. So we should be able to max out the first one, which will be perfect. Alright, that is awesome. So then next up we can max out whichever one we want to go into first. Alright, so for our tailoring, we're going to go the build for like bolts and reagents. So we need to go this one right here. We need to max this out to start off with. So let's go ahead and do that for all of the extra skill points and stuff it gives us. So that is the start of that one. So we're doing this right here. We need to max out the mastery, and then we need to max out this one right here. Now this one is for the inspiration, and then once we have that, we want to go into textures. We want to max this out, and then we want to max out embroidery. So embroidery, oh no, that's for bag, sorry. We want to max out this one right here, weaving. So we want to max that out. So this one, that one, this one, and that one. That is a goal here. Alright, so for blacksmithing, the big money maker is going to be the reagent and like the alloys. So we're going to do a build for that, not for like the armors or nothing like that. Alright, so this is the build that we're going. You go in this one right here, specialty smithing. We want to learn that. Now what we want to do is max this one out just for all the skill points, and then we want to go into smelting. So we can put all our points into the first one, and then we want to go into smelting. Alright, perfect. And then after we have this maxed out, we can obviously max out these two also. Alright, and then so for engineering, we want to go the reagent build. So that is just in the first one right here, and you basically just max out all four of these, sorry, and you're pretty much good to go then. well, that is the end goal. You can actually start right away pretty much, and that is our engineering specialization goals. Alright, so this is our enchanting tree at the moment, the specialization. This is set up for doing like disenchanting shuffles, but I think what we will do is we'll end up going into here basically just to max out our skill points, and then we can pick which craft we want to go into from there. And this will be more for like crafting things. This is set up for shuffles. Alright, so then with the inscription, we want this first one right here. We're basically going for a missive build. We want this one for the skill points, and then I believe it's in this one. Let me check. That's right. So then we wanted to go 30 in here, 30 in here, and then we obviously want the missive one right here. So to start off with, we want to max this out and get all the bonuses from this. And then we build into the missive ones, working our way down to this right here. Alright, so that is the specializations we're going to be going for in the Dragonflight professions. I think next episode what we're going to focus on is setting up our older expansion professions, mainly the ones that have transmogs. So your leatherworking, tailoring, blacksmithing will be the main ones that we'll be focusing on, leveling them up so we can craft one of all the profitable transmog pieces from the older content. So we'll have to get a whole heap of recipes for them, and we'll also focus on the basic Dragonflight profession stuff right now and keep selling them. We've been getting a decent amount of sales just from the very basic stuff like your tools and like some of the first basic crafts. Also the new obsidian crafted PvP gear that has been selling really good, and now anyone that is fresh to a profession can start making all of them things and actually make them at their best like quality, because they only have one quality and they're super easy to get started with. Same with the bags, the beginner bags, and if you're on a high pop server you can sell like hundreds of those bags like within minutes. So, and they all make like 30 gold profit each, and it adds up pretty quickly. However, that is it for today's episode. If you would like to learn how to make gold in World of Warcraft, I have my own retail gold making guide which will teach you absolutely everything that I know about making gold in World of Warcraft, and it is constantly updated, and it will be updated in future expansions. So if you buy it once now, you'll obviously get a free copy in all future updates and expansions. That'll be the first link down below in the description box. If you enjoyed this episode, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for the next one. Alright, so we're back on Project Crafters. It's the next morning, been about like 12 hours or so. Let's see what sales we've got and see what we've got to restock. I think today we're gonna, after we do the Dragonflight basic stuff, I think we're going to learn some of the older expansion professions and do some crafted transmogs. So with leatherworking, tailoring and blacksmithing mainly. Alright, let's see what sales we got here. Oh, so there's 24k in the first 100. So we sold a decent amount of the PvP gear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We sell any more in the first bit. Whole heap of bags, 6, 7, 8. So we're selling a decent amount of the new PvP gear, the crafted PvP gear. Let's collect the first 100. So that is 24k. Very nice, whole heap of bags, they sell really good. Some profession tools and a decent amount of the PvP crafted gear. That'd be the main source of the income that we actually got out of this. And now with the crafted PvP gear, we're making like a few K profit every single sale, so it's really profitable. I think we had like another 7k in the last few. We'll be able to see in total what we've got down the bottom here. A whole heap of bags though, a lot of bags. Okay, so we got 30k on the tailorer and the leather worker. Let's jump over. Let's check out how the blacksmith and engineering character went. So that is on Buffy. Alright, let's see how we went. So not as good as the other one. We didn't sell any of the PvP gear for these ones. So for blacksmithing and engineering, we sold some profession tools. So not too much on this one. Let's just check out the auction house though. We did just post a few more of the items, so we probably got a few sales in here. Let's check it out. We've got another like 2k, mainly in profession tools, so the tools are selling really good. So let's move on to the next character. Right, so the alchemy and the jewel crafting. So I remember yesterday we crafted a whole heap of the reagents for jewel crafting. Let's just open it up here. Open up the normal WoW one. Right. So we made a whole heap of these right here. The shimmering clamps and some of the glossy stones. So I wonder if they've all sold. Let's check it out. Ooh, they have 72k worth. Alright, very nice. So there's some of the glossy stones right there. Some of the gems we made. Oh, here's a big chunk of the shimmering clamps. 12k of those. And we sold some of the leftover material. Here's the other shimmering clamps. They did sell pretty good. That is another 72k added over the last day or so. So that's pretty decent. We went pretty good. That was mainly just from jewel crafting, not much alchemy. You need to have pretty much maxed out specializations to actually profit with alchemy. It's pretty hard to actually get a profit from. You've got to have everything set up so you can make the most of it and profit more. Anyways, let's check out the enchanter and the inscription. So we aren't selling too much on the enchanter or the inscriptioner. We have a couple of the old expansion enchants up and selling, but they don't sell for too much. However, we got a few of those. There's not too much profitable in the Dragonflight stuff yet. We kind of need to set up our specializations a bit better to make a bit better profit. We should be able to make a decent amount of profit with the missives and some of the enchants also. So let's check out the mailbox on this guy. Yeah, it's only 2.5k, just some basic stuff. Let's just check out the auction house. I don't think we have too much on this character. Now we still need to get these ones to level 70. Yeah, there's only 9k worth of actual items listed here, so not too much. Anyways, let's jump back on one of the main characters and let's do a restock. So we'll restock all the items that have sold that are currently still profitable to be crafting. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that for all the professions. Now I'll show you exactly how I like to do this. It's super simple when you're working with Dragonflight, things that don't actually require ranks. So just your basic stuff, and all this stuff in the groups that we're working with is set up for the basics, and it works with TSM. You don't need any of to worry about the ranks, like the ranking system for the crafts. So what we can actually do is we can use TSM for this stuff still. So we want to go to restock, and we want to just simply stock this one right here. Professions Dragonflight. Now this is just a basic group. It has some basic, very basic, what are they called? Operations to sell the stuff. But as you can see, we can restock it. So there's 59 things that we can actually restock. So we got some leatherworking stuff, a whole heap of the PvP gear in the leatherworking, so we definitely want to do that. The blacksmithing, just got some tools we need to restock that we sold. We're not using Buffy, so we can get rid of that. Enchanting's only got the rods that are profitable at the moment. Jewelcrafting's got a few things. Tailoring, nothing too crazy. But anyways, let's see what the profit is. So it's going to cost about 91k, and then we should have an estimate profit of 108k. So meaning yourself like 200 and what would that be? Like 200k or so once we sell everything. Decent profit. Let's go ahead and let's collect everything that we need for this. So let's select the characters. And let's go ahead and we'll buy everything up. We'll craft these up and we'll get them up on the auction house. Let's just see what the auction house value is sitting at. Sitting at on this guy right here. So 138,000. So this should increase it definitely by a lot. Right, let's go ahead. Let's buy all the materials that we need for the crafts. We'll get the crafts done and we'll post them all up. Alright, so we're just crafting off all the things. There's a lot of the new crafted PvP gear that we're actually crafting. So we're crafting 5 of each kind because obviously they come in different stats. So as you can see, this one's haste verse, then this one's verse remask. mastery. And so what we do is we craft about 5 of them, just so we have a chance of getting a few of the different stats, and then that way we can actually, well, be selling each of the different stats instead of just having one up with one stat, because some classes want specific stats, so they'll only buy specific ones. So this just gives you the best chance to actually get some sales in by doing it this way, and they're all super profitable on my realm, so it's definitely worth crafting a decent amount of these. Alright, so let's start posting them up in the auction house. So we had, remember this number, 138k listed on the auction house. I'm just curious to see how much all this will bump up the total price. Alright, we'll get the tailoring all done now. So we've got some PvP gear, some of the tools, apparently the vibrant WOTLK bolts, rank 1 and profitable. We probably should make a decent more amount of those if they are selling at a profitable price, which they are. Let's make, how many do they sell? 900. Let's make 500 of these. So we will have to gather that. So we'll go gather that first, and then we can make a decent amount of them. Alright, perfect. Let's go ahead and let's craft all these up then. Alright, so here are the crafting profits. It's only for the rank 1s and 2s, but that is perfect because that is all that we can craft at the moment. So we'll craft up just 500 of these. We should make a decent amount of gold from the multi-crafts that we're going to get from here. But yeah, we'll craft these and the rest of the gear, and we'll get it all up on the auction house. Oh nice, we just got a 3.5k sale on some of the crafted PvP gear and a 700. Very, very nice. Alright, we're nearly done crafting these, so we'll craft these, throw them up on the auction house. We ended up with 87 rank 1s. This what makes the most profit, and then we got 436 of the rank 2 vibrant wider bolts. They still make a little bit of profit, but the main profit was in the rank 1s. Alright, let's go post these all up. Alrighty, we've got everything posted. Now we went from 138k up to 252k. Very nice. We got a couple of decent sales here too. The bags are selling, what we like to see. Right, so we're done blacksmithing and the enchanting. Let's throw it up on the auction house, and we'll jump over and we'll do the last few professions that we have to do. What do we have? So we just got jewelcrafting stuff that we need to make, and then we're done for the basic Dragonflight professions. So we're at 530k value on the auction house. We'll see how much we're at after we post this stuff. Alright, we crafted everything. Let's get it all posted up on the auction house and selling. Alright, we're all sorted. Everything is recrafted and reposted. So I think we're good for this episode. I think we're going to end it here. If you'd like to learn exactly how to make gold in World of Warcraft in retail WoW, you can check out my retail gold making guide, which will be the first link down below in the description. It will teach you everything I know from years of making gold in one single guide. But anyways guys, you also get the TSM basic groups for the professions, for Dragonflight professions, and also it teaches you how to set up professions, TSM groups and operations for selling crafted transmogs. Talking about crafted transmogs, we're going to be doing a lot of that next episode. So if you enjoyed this episode, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for the next one.